get in 200 grams of protein a day. So the way I do this is essentially, once every 2 or 3 weekends, I cook all my meats in one batch, right? So it takes me about 2 hours to do it, so not too bad. But the chicken that I get is primarily I eat chicken because it's just a linear piece of meat. Is this chicken breast air chilled from Costco? You can get about, I think it's $2 a pound. So I usually get two of these. And so they come in these massive packets and two chicken breasts to each. And I use, for seasoning, I use this extra fancy fajita seasoning from Fiesta. This is just all I put on it. So nothing extra fancy. Well, I guess it is extra fancy seasoning, but it's not nothing big time. It's just fajita seasoning, just keeping it simple. Okay, now the way I prepare these chicken breasts is essentially, they're kind of already opened up a little bit. I just cut them. This knife I actually got at Walmart. I think for like $6 or $7. It is the sharpest knife I have. It's pretty crazy. So what I do is I cut it. There's a tendon right here that goes down. I don't really know what tendon that is for a chicken, but there's a tendon that goes down this way. I cut the chicken breast open this way, and then I cut to the side. And so I kind of fillet it a little bit. I think that's what you call it, to just kind of open it up a little bit. And then any spot that I kind of see that, like this tendon right here, this tends to be kind of chewy, kind of gross. So I just cut that off. So I cut the end of it off so it doesn't get too chewy. And then any pieces of fat or anything like that, I'll trim that off too. And then once it's ready, I just take the seasoning, I put it on here, and I just put it on both sides, and that's it. And the key I'll show you to actually cooking this without making a massive mess is this comes in it comes in two of these taped together. I take the tape off and I separate them. And then I put them with the label facing this way and a paper towel underneath because there's a bunch of like chicken juice and stuff under here. It's kind of gross. And then I take the knife and I basically just cut the bag open right here at the top. And so that way there's always a cut at the top of the bags. And then when I'm done, I just pick them up this way and put them in the trash. There is a trash can right here. I would recommend highly that you do have a trash can kind of ready so you can put the parts of the chicken that you cut off easily over there. But yeah, that's basically it. So I've already put like an entire batch of chicken on the grill. The grill that I use is a pellet grill. Here, I'll take you with me, and so you can take a look at what I'm grilling here. So sorry, anybody gets motion sick, I'm sorry about that. Let me get some tongs real quick, and I will take you outside, and you can see the grill action. So here we go. Take you outside. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I've got my mic on here. Hopefully it's working. But this is the grill that I use. It's a Recteq pellet grill. Recteq is, I think it's REQTEC, something like that. My name's Jake, by the way. Hello, Brianna. What's my favorite food? Apple pie, but I don't get to eat that a whole lot. Anyway, so here it is right here. As you can see, lots of chicken on this grill, okay? I try to fit it kind of all on here. And so what I do is I just kind of time it, and I cook it about 10 minutes aside. So it's been about 10 minutes. Yep, been 10 minutes. Kind of have my watch going here. And I'll just kind of flip these over. You don't have to flip them over because it's a pellet grill. They say you don't have to flip them over, but I do. And if you have a little burnt side like this that's exposed, I usually will turn that like that so it doesn't turn like all one side into a massive chewy mess. Alright, hopefully y'all are getting the hang of this here. Like I said, I do this about every 2 or 3 weeks. I cook this much chicken. So it's not bad. It's $2 a pound in Costco. So not too bad, not too expensive. It's way cheaper than if you were to order this like from a meal prep company. You're gonna spend 3 to 4 times this amount. Okay, so there you go. There it is. So all the chicken's cooked, 10 minutes in, and then I've got like a meat probe thing that I use over here to check it. And then, while that's cooking, let me show you what I do here. So after I cook it, I put them in these Tupperware containers here. They're not Tupperware; they're actually from Amazon. I think they're like $10 or something like that. But these are super fancy. No, I'm just kidding. They're actually very cheap. They break pretty easy, but that's okay because they're cheap, and they are recyclable, so you can recycle them after they break. But essentially, I'll put, two whole chicken breasts, or sometimes three, depending on the size of them, in one of those containers, and then I will take these containers and put them in my deep freezer. And so essentially, I prepare all this chicken all at one time, and then what I do is the day before I'm going to eat it, I take it out of my deep freezer and I put it in my fridge over here, and then I just eat it the next day. And so by the time I get to eating it the next day, it's been in the fridge and it's already been thawed nice and safely. So piece of cake. So that's really it. That's how I do this. And like I said, I do this every 2 or 3 weeks. I cook a lot of chicken breasts, and this will last me. It'll last me a couple weeks usually. So it's not too bad. But this will save you a ton of money from versus doing a meal prep. It's not very expensive. And again, you can get, I get 180 to 200 grams of protein a day just because that's what's in my diet. You don't have to eat that much if you don't want to, but that's how I roll. But yeah, it'll save you a ton of money, and it's pretty quick to do. And once you get kind of in the rhythm of this thing, it takes you about 2 hours, for like every 3 weeks, and you've got enough food for like 2 or 3 weeks. So, and then you could take this chicken and make fajitas out of it, etc. This is also good because, like, a lot of the times for chicken breast, if you go out to eat, it's not going to be prepared like this. Most of the restaurants, when you order like a grilled chicken breast, they're going to douse it in butter or oil and cook it that way. So you're going to get a ton of calories from that extra oil and butter. That's why it tastes so good. So if the chicken breast tastes really good at the restaurant, it's probably because they're dousing it in that stuff. But if you cook it here at home, you can control your variables, right? Especially if you're counting calories or trying to lose weight. This is an excellent way to kind of get your protein in because as you lose weight, protein is really important. So that's it. I wanted to make a real quick video of how I do my chicken prep, and then once it's done, I take this glass Pyrex thing out there. I throw all the chicken breasts in there to put it in the containers, and I take it out to the deep freezer. So that's it. So if you like these tips, subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you later. I am Jake with Iron Spire Health. Talk to you later.